Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. It's Wednesday, March the 27th. The year's 2019. Let's talk trading. How to trade like a pro. Are you prepared to trade? Now, if you think I'm getting on your case this week, I'm really not. But sometimes you just got to be real, okay? I want you to think about it. I don't know where you trade, but let's just say you have a room where you live where you set your computer down on a table or desk and you trade. Now, if you're just sticking it on your lap, sitting on the couch, is that really prepared to trade? Really? Think about it. Now, is your desk clear or is it full of junk? Okay, I'll be honest. My desk right now is full of junk. I've been away for a while, things stacked up. But I mean, say you go to move the mouse and you bump into something and maybe it makes you accidentally enter a trade or exit a trade or just does something you didn't want it to do. You have to have your area prepared to trade. Now, what about you, your mind, physically? In a comfortable chair? Are you standing up? A stand-up desk? Have you gone through your pre-trading routine, kind of get your mind right so you're just focused on trading, not what you have to get at the grocery store, not the errands you have to run or chores you have to do? Are you just like totally focused on trading right now in the moment? At your trading plan, have your money in risk management? I know you have that. And then you sit down. Are you really ready to trade? You're mentally there, physically there. Your environment's conducive to trading. Cell phone on mute or maybe vibrate. TV off. All the distractions that can take you away from trading, they're minimized or eliminated. So you can basically say you are ready to trade. Now, as I've mentioned before, trading is waiting to enter, entering, waiting to exit, and then exiting, and then waiting to enter again. That's the cycle. What do you do when you wait? Because hey, it only takes, a second to click the mouse. So second to enter, second to exit, right? What are you doing on all that wait time? Are you reviewing trades? Are you making sure you're following your plan? You've got your money and risk management, everything's calculating right? Or is your mind wandering? Are you playing with some new indicator during your trading time? That's not the time to play with the new indicator. It's like, no, you don't do it then. So, the question of the day is, are you prepared to trade? I want you to ask that before you start trading. Am I really prepared? Okay, it's Wednesday. All the gaps have filled. So if you've been with me this week, you know I alerted you to those gaps. Now, come Monday or Tuesday, price could be further away from the gap than when it opened. In other words, the distance between the price and that previous week's close is bigger than the current weekly close in the gap. Chance to make even extra bonus pips, right? Well, you see, there you have it. It's all filled. And so, you don't have to trade that method if you don't want to, but I mean, aren't you just a little tempted? Let's see, it's March. How long have I been putting this gap fill up? How many months? Okay, here we go. Daily. The euro yen pointing down on the day, 19 pips off the current low, and we're 116 pips below the year open. And you can see the month is red, but the week is green. Oh, isn't this interesting here? You can see here we're right at the weekly open. Right there. And you can see we are still within the opening range of Monday. Isn't it amazing how this happens? And here we have the year within that opening range. But you can see here we dropped out when it came to the month. Okay, we've dropped below February's first open, day one. And you can see here we're out of the range of day one of February. We're below it. You can see here we're still within the opening range of day one of the year. And here's day one low of March. Once again, we fell through that. So one of the things we're doing this year is looking at the opening range for the year, for the week, for the month, and we're seeing how price reacts and trading accordingly. Okay, inside bar. Once again, we had an inside bar. Let's see, 2 days ago, traded it yesterday. And here's the weekly inside bar right here. You can see price broke out of that. Good for 21 pips at the moment. Now, inside bar traders, remember you can do the inside bars on any time frame. You can go down to the 1 minute. In fact, I was looking at that earlier this morning. I was thinking, what would happen if all you traded was 1 minute inside bars? So you can look here, and we look here. Look, there's an inside bar. There was a short, there was a long. And then you look again. Can we find another? Here's an inside bar. There was a short, there was a long. Here's an inside bar. There was a long. Here's an inside bar. There was a short. Here's an inside bar. There was a long. Now, these are only good for, a couple of pips, but pips add up. So if you like the idea of trading the inside bar, it just might work for you. Okay, so that's inside bar. Once again, if it's blue, that means it was 1 day ago. If it's gray, you're inside the inside bar, and the number is how many bars ago. And so for the week, we've got a couple of 3 blues here. And for the month, we've got some nice inside bars, looks like. Opportunities are all over. On the daily, we've got a range of 68. Would you look at the NZD pairs? They really put in some range. We've got 300 on the euro, New Zealand, 386 on the pound New Zealand, the new beast. That's just, anybody trade the New Zealand? I was looking at the New Zealand yen the other day because the New Zealand yen and Australian yen looked like they were in short range, but I didn't take those trades. I just stayed with what I trade. Okay, so you see here we broke through the bottom, which also happened to be the open, and there was pips to be made. People still are trashing me. I see here somebody was over on Forex Factory, there's some kind of scam thread, and they put me in there. It's like something about saying I have free indicators, but I'm begging for donations. I don't beg for donations. I don't know where anybody gets that. It's too funny. No. If you want to donate, then I send you the donational indicators. I'm not begging. It's up to, I don't advertise. I make the videos. Okay, you say I talk about them, but hardly ever. Somebody asks me a question about one, I answer it, and that's that. Kind of almost word of mouth, I guess. Now, let's see. We hit the missed PP. We hit the PP here, pivot point. So you see here, once again, not much of a bias. It's too close to the open. So we take whatever the trade price action tells us. So there was a short here, hit the miss pivot, nice fade, gave you another opportunity to get in. You had 1, 2, 3, take out that pivot, then came around here. We haven't had a long trigger, but another short opportunity here, hit the pivot, pro short here, and once again, opportunity. Okay, green rats getting cheese. You see here, we had a rat reversal. Red, green closes, high of the green right here. Or any entry in here is valid as a rat reversal. So there you have it. I need to pause the video for a second. Oh, I had to do something. Sometimes when you're trading, there are interruptions, so you have to take care of them. So we're back and we're good. So once again, we had taken out the weekly pivot, revisited the weekly open here. And we actually came down to S2 on the daily and we returned back. Monthly pivots way up there. Okay, missed pivots. You see we took out yesterday's missed pivot once again. And that's why those pivot traders, if you trade the missed pivots, you just have to stay the course. And usually those trades pay out. You can see here, there was a couple that missed by just a little bit. But that's why you have stop losses for it when it doesn't work. So how many days are we into the trading days? About what? Almost 60, and you've only got 2 missed pivots. Not bad odds, traders, not bad odds. Or bad statistics. Okay, here we go. Euro yen, 3 ball at the bottom, green at the line, going long. There was a 2 ball, red at the line, pro trade, red at the line. You just have to do it, just that repetition. If you like that style of trading. Okay, in and out of the zone. There was no lower wick zone yesterday. Open was the low. As you can see here, it just crisscrossed the line. Now we're coming back to the north side. Once again, you can see it here, that monthly low from previous month. Nice shorts, turn around, go long. Just taking the price action, taking what the market will allow us to take. Right here, simple Einstein line, turn it on, pick up a pip, enter, you're waffling. There you go, our second trigger entry here. That was good for about 6 pips. You know, there's these people out there who, claim to make these hundreds of pips, and that's okay. More power to them. Usually, you can wind up getting in a trade, and you could be up a few pips. Next thing, you're looking at a drawdown. I don't like that. And just staring at a blank M1 chart, you can see the price action once again. Switching over to H1, you can see the only indicator here is the buttons, just the switch. So sometimes it's good just to look at a blank chart and see what you can see without all the indicators. So that's it for today, fellow traders. Just remember, be prepared when you're trading. What you do before you start trading, prepare your trading environment, prepare your mind to trade. Make sure you've prepared your trading plan. Prepare what you're going to do while you're waiting in between the trade. Because remember, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So get out there and drain the banks like a pro.